Hello, my name's Heidi. Welcome to Yoga with Heidi. And I'm going to take you through a session of how to give some variety and movement to your body when you are stuck at your desk in your seat. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is move from leaning back into your chair to scooting forward so you're away from the seat back. And you want to make sure that your thigh creases are kind of hollowed out. So move the buttocks back. Now you're sitting more on the pelvic bones, and the low back curve will have a much better chance of finding a healthy position. So then move the feet out. You may have had them in different positions, and move them out to a comfortable distance so the heels are kind of underneath the knees there. From there, inhale and just bring your arms up. Exhale out of the mouth. If it's too much for your shoulders, go into cactus. And again. Good, so we just bring some fresh air in there. And now on your inhale, roll each shoulder back as many times as you can on the inhale. And then continue as you exhale out of the mouth. Then we'll reverse it. Inhale. And exhale out of the mouth. Good. And then bring the arms up on the in-breath. Interlace your fingers if you can and push the palms away. Round into the upper back. And as I do this, I'm really focusing on the upper back getting stretched and not rounding or collapsing into the spine below the mid-back. So as you're there, collarbones get a rotation there. Shoulder blades get to stretch wide a bit off the back. And then lean out over each knee. And always move within a range that feels like it's serving you. It doesn't create pain or repetitive clicking or discomfort in any of your joints or your spine. That's always important. And then back at center, push out, inhale, rise up, bend the elbows, exhale, out and down. Now you may have an arm to your chair or not, so watch where you're going to hang on. Right hand's going to come down, and the exhale, we're going to just take a little side stretch to the right. Try to keep both sits bones grounded, both feet firmly grounded, and breathe into it. Then we'll pull up with the left hand, inhale, exhale, plant your left hand somewhere along your chair, and semicircle the top arm. Notice I'm not trying to draw the arm way back, so you're respecting the alignment of more of a J-curve spine. Breathe into it. On the in-breath, pull up with the right hand, and exhale, turn the palms open, bend the elbows. Now on the alignment here, feel your floating ribs. You may have a tendency wanting to jut them out for a big back bend, so just feel them level out. Feel the tone in the pit of your belly, and elbows bent to relax the neck and shoulders. Have your chin slightly tipped down. Breathe in. As you exhale, contract the abdominals over to the left front side of the pelvis and twist your upper body to the right. So you're not going to go real far there. There's nothing to pull with the hands, so you're using really your spinal strength. And then inhale, come back around to center. As you exhale, contract the abdominals over to the right front hip point and twist your upper body to the left. Breathe while you're there. And on the in-breath, slowly bring it back around, and exhale, let your arms come down. Let's roll that right arm inward so you get a nice internal rotation, expose some of the muscles along the shoulder blade, including one called the levator scapulae. So we're going to turn our head slightly to the left and look down. And that can be your main stretch right there. Just breathe into it. If you want to add a little bit, what I'll suggest is the isometrics are minimal. So the amount you press your head up into your hand is just enough to feel the muscle engage. So if you want to try that, left hand comes to the back corner of the right side of the head. And on the in-breath, we'll very gently press our head into that hand. So the head's not going to move much. And pause there at the top of the inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release the head slightly away from the hand. So the hand stays put, and you feel that little softening away from the hand. Next inhale. Engage the head back up to meet the hand. The hand catches it. Breathe into it. Next exhale, soften the head away from the hand. And just notice how you're feeling. Really attempt to to not overdo there. One more time, inhale, press head into hand, and exhale, release that down, and we'll release the hand down and rotate both palms open, and then on the in-breath, bring your head back up and turn your gaze to look forward. Very good. Just notice how that feels in that side of the body now that the right side's been open some. Then we'll take the left arm and roll it in, so that internal rotation, and we'll turn our head slightly to the right and then look down toward the chest, kind of tip the chin down. So see how that's feeling. Notice where you feel it on the left side. Breathe into it. You can stay right there, or you can bring the right hand up to kind of the back corner of the left side of the head. And when you're ready, on the in-breath, engage your head very gently into the hand, enough that you feel the muscles wake up more. Pause at the top of it. Then, when you're ready, exhale, soften the head slightly away from the hand. And breathe. Next, inhale, engage head into hand, not letting it move too far, not pressing too harshly, just enough to feel the muscles engage. And next, exhale, let the head release a bit from the hand. Breathe. Make sure you're still feeling good with it. Last time, press head into hand, breathe and hold at the top, pausing lightly as long as there's no blood pressure issues there. And exhale, soften the head away from the hand. Let your right hand come down, turn the palms open, and on the in-breath, slowly bring your head back up and face center again. Next, inhale, bring the arms up, and exhale, reach a little more with your left arm. So create more side length there from your hip to your hand. And then breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, pull up with the right hand. Feel all the side ribs and the waistline getting long, the shoulder girdle stretching. And in breath, bring it back to center. One more time each side. Exhale, the left hand reaches. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand reaches. And inhale, bend the elbows, interlace, bring the hands behind kind of the base back of the head there. So you cradle the head nicely. Elbows are slightly wrapped, so they're not pointing straight out to the sides. And use the hands to invite the back of the neck to lengthen. And then the light isometrics again. So don't push with all your might. Just catch the head where it's at and press the head into the hands into the head. Maybe 20% of your effort there. And notice if there's any discomfort, anything fires up there. If you have some neck issues or past joint issues in the spine, you'll take it real easy here or stop if you need to. So we breathe during the isometrics. This is just a great reminder throughout the day, even if you're standing a lot or if you have to sit a lot, to get the head to glide back. Forward head position is such a common thing. And about 15 seconds is a good amount of time. Then we're going to lighten that up, and we'll do one more axial extension where we bring the hands not to the center top of the head, but a little behind that. Stack the hands, and make sure you level out your ribs. You're weighted evenly in both sits bones. Your chin is slightly tipped down. And now engage your head up into the hands, and feel that all sides of your waistline lengthen. It's not just the chest jutting up, so you head into a real natural, beautiful alignment with your spine, inviting it to lengthen up away from gravity. Soften the shoulders, keep the head pressing into the hands, soften your gaze and your facial muscles, and breathe. Very good. Now, keep all that great length you feel, slowly bring the hands out and down, and roll the shoulders again. This next one, see how it feels. You could return to just right hand on the side of the chair in semicircling, or quite a bit deeper feeling. You can bring that right hand across to the left leg, or if you have extra long arms and it's a reach for you, my chair is not going to work for that. You might be able to hang on to the chair. So I'm going to stick to the leg. Right hand to the outer left leg or chair, and breathe in. And as you bring the left arm up, you're going to then exhale and tip slightly to the right. Not trying to exaggerate anything. You're not chasing some big goal of flexibility. We're just trying to bring some variety and blood flow and energy into the body. And feel that the chin is still in good position. The ribs aren't jutted out. And you breathe. Then we'll pull up through the left hand, inhale, exhale, bring the arms down. Now the left hand can cross over either to the outer thigh or perhaps your chair. Just know that that'll rotate you more, so be conscious of how the spine is moving. Inhale, bring the right arm up and sits bones heavy. Exhale, tip gently to the left and breathe. Feet stay steady. Try not to let the right thigh drop inward. Good. Turn that palm away. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bring the hands down. Now, second time, we're going to bring that right hand across. You choose the position. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, second side stretch. This time, inhale it up. Keep the palm up for a moment. Tip the ribs level, the chin level, and exhale, rotate upper body to the left as your pelvis stays square. Now your left hand can then face down and you can hang onto the chair or maybe wrap around the back of the chair. It just depends on what kind of chair you have. And notice if you're pulling a lot with the left hand. So what we're going to do instead is use the spinal muscles to create that little twist. So we'll inhale, upper body will slightly back out, exhale, go into it. See if you can take your eye gaze as far as possible to the left. So deep at the left corner of the eyes without straining. Now, in the twist, have the hands release so you know it's your spinal muscles doing the work, and bring it back around. So nice and slow and steady. Good job. Now we'll bring the left hand across and hang on either chair or leg. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, second side stretch. Breathe into it. Notice if it feels perhaps more open this time around. And then inhale, rise up nice and tall, straighten out the spine, turn that right palm open and rotate upper body to the right while the lower body is securing the pelvis to stay square. Then turn that right palm down and either around the back of the chair or just hang on where you can with the chin centered. Try not to pull with the hands and just use the upper body strength and the rotation of the muscles close to the spine. Take your eye gaze as far as comfortable to the right. Breathe, the upper body slightly oscillates out. Exhale, upper body moves in. Good. Now, on the in-breath, release the hands and use your muscles to slowly bring you back around. And exhale, release. Very good. Now, interlace behind your right thigh, and you can tip back here, but just make sure that you don't collapse the low back. So it's okay to tip back some. And on the in-breath, we're going to go a little straighter with that right leg, and exhale, bend back in. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, bend back in. Again, remember you don't have to straighten all the way. Breathe in, extend, exhale, bend. Good. Now the last few here, we're going to add to this a little nerve flossing move for the sciatic nerve. So slowly on the inhale, as your leg extends out, your chin will tip up. Make sure you don't drop the weight of the head on your neck. Keep the neck long. And on the out breath, tuck the heel a little bit underneath and bring the chin slightly toward the chest. No overdoing, just an angle of the chin. Inhale, stretch the leg out, lift the chin, lengthen the neck. Exhale, slow and smooth, heel tucks a little under, chin tips down. Inhale, lengthen out, chin lifts, heel extends. Exhale, bring the heel in underneath, chin down. And again. And a couple more. Good job. And then slowly release the hands, set the foot down, and just kind of pump the heels up and down, get the legs to shake out a bit. Excellent. Interlace behind your left thigh, and just begin the slowly movement of inhaling, extending, exhale, bending The back is nice and long. You can tip back a little bit. Just make sure you keep that good spinal alignment. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now we'll work a little bit of the nerve flossing. Keep the toes spread out, flexing back. Tip the head back with the leg extending. Exhale, heel underneath you a bit and the chin tipping down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Continue with that pace. If you tend to have sciatic issues, it's suggested to do about 10 sets of this, perhaps especially on the side that might be causing you trouble, and up to 3 times a day. All right, next time that you tuck under, chin down, then come back to neutral, set the foot down, heel toe your feet out, scoot maybe a little bit more forward on your chair, and take your feet out into more of a squat position. So heels underneath the knees, the hips have rotated out to get those knees to match the toe angle. And then if it's comfortable, your hands point in with the fingertips and the elbows are going to bend. We're going to breathe in, exhale out of the mouth, let your right shoulder dip forward, your left elbow bend, and look over the left elbow. And then breathe in, exhale out of the mouth, left shoulder dips forward, right elbow bends, twist and look to the right. Inhale, exhale out of the mouth. And you can make this a little smaller on the movement spectrum. Make sure it's comfortable for your spine. So maybe it's just a little twist. You don't have to go in deep. Couple more. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, flatten the hands. Now heel toe the feet in closer toward each other. And from there, I'm just going to show you a method of when you do decide to sit back into your seat again, that we can actually expand the mid-back and support the posture in a little different way. So as you lift, thigh creases back and put the buttocks back further in the chair. Now you may have a different height back on the chair, but just wherever your back lands is perfect. So you're going to lean into your hands and we're going to bow, almost like we're doing a cat-cow in the cat part of the stretch. So your back rounds. In that space, the flesh of the back and the muscles expand, the vertebrae expand. We're going to use that as we then glue our back kind of up on the back of the seat. And then you'll roll up. And the hope is that the skin of the back and your shirt kind of catches on the seat. And then when you sit back, you're being gently tractioned through the mid and low lumbar there. And then you see how that feels. Breathe into it. If you want to try it one more time, you can. You can learn to do this when you're driving as well, or even sitting at home, wherever you're at. So you lean forward, the buttocks are back there. We round into the back, inhaling, and plant the back, kind of feel where the skin connects and the shirt connects, and then exhale, roll up to a higher position with a longer spine. And then from there, just close your eyes for a moment. You can turn your palms open. That's a nice adjustment for the hands that might be face down on a keyboard a lot during the day. Just notice how you feel as the breath moves calmly in and out of the nose. And any time of the day, you can pause and maybe even shift how you're sitting. Sit forward for a while, sit back with this roll up against the back of the seat. Do some interesting movement you wouldn't normally do as you sit. And if you can, get up and walk around. Even 5 minutes for every hour can make a big difference. So let your head bow gently. Bring our hands to join at our hearts. And in our appreciation of our shared little yoga at our desk session, we bow to each other and say namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for joining me today.